Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. I'm just trying to check whether this team is going good or not. I'm just trying to verify. Okay. Hello everyone. I'm just trying to check whether this team is going good or not. Alright, so I should be starting game soon. I'm just trying to adjust the OBS. Please accept my apology. This is a, I wouldn't say a disaster, but then I haven't checked how this works. Alright, without further ado, let us start off with our ranked games. Let me increase the game volume. I play it at like 20. I'm going to go 40 just so that all of you can hear the game properly while I'm talking along. Or at the top. Yeah. Nobody, nobody likes it gladly. I don't know. All right, now the map is Land of Fire, and this time you need to head towards the recap. So in ranks, what I see a lot of times people doing in general is choosing a direction that they want to head into. I don't do that. I let some of it happen automatically, right? The reason being is you want to know how this is going for that matter, and you want that to happen automatically. I'm sorry for that. I was checking my data, but then it's okay. I'm not going to worry about it for the next hours. So here we see even split almost. The Musashi should head towards the right, which is the C cap. And in general, guys, C cap is where the majority of the action happens because Bs are base. We capture the base and you move forward. But then you never know. Enemy could be full of the option and they might just decide that they will go ahead and they will attend the entire might at A cap. So that's a possibility. I am just trying to do my best here. And again, apologies. I am new to OBS. I don't use OBS to record my games. I use NVIDIA. So, hence, this is the first time I'm using it. I know how it works out in general, but then this is the first time I'm using it for that. I don't know how to figure out how to use the chat option here. I will figure this out after this. Because it was there earlier till the time I did not close my OBS window. Now, the minute I closed it, after that, it is just not working out. Alright, so let's see solves format available. We are in one of the best shits possible. And honestly, guys, just a suggestion. Try rank sometime, but then this is a team game. It's not necessarily where you go for personal goals, right? So if in case you were to win as a team, for that you need to come together and then try and help each other out. Now what you see me doing here is I'm not gonna poke out and give them my full broadside. Go ahead and feast on. But at the same point in time, we would try and keep it a little normal. Using the submarine drop plates, I will try and see how this is going. So now since we don't want to be a silent participant, I'll poke out just a little, just so that they know that something is here. The Kitakaze should be here and I'm being located. That means the destroyer should be nearby. So we got to be careful. And there he is. Right on point. I think that was a spot on hydro place. And at the same point in time, this service piece always is trying to turn. Now I'll do my best thing that I can think of. Okay. This isn't working out the way I expected. So then that's okay. That's absolutely okay. My main scare was the destroyer, which was not working. Now since we have him, we can do a little bit of gameplay here. I think some really well placed torpedoes by our ship here. Now this gives us some leverage and we'll move forward. Okay. Thank you very much. Now it's multiple versus multiple, and there can be a Kitakaze at play. So that is that. I'm giving him too much of skirt, but then I should be expecting torpedoes soon. Nicely dodged. Yes. I'm not gonna ram with him. That's not how I work. I think we're pretty much good here. Now I'll go and I'll do the cap A because that's what matters. And then we would try and head towards the other cap and see what we can do. This is a good match, I would say.
Much obliged. Thank you.
Switch into HE
Your
because
victory
I'm
is in
spotted.
sight.
And now the hunt is on. And the biggest problem is we don't have the hydro on for another 94 seconds. I'm gonna beeline for the destroyer and see how it works out. Which will be the first one. I'm still spotted, so I think 100% he's in. We will try and throw his in to the best that we can.
Torpedoes, direct front.
Thankfully, it worked out well for us.
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
And that eliminates torpedo risk for like what next 1.5 minutes, almost 2 minutes. And he is able to be in our automatic setting to. So again, guys, not the best damage wrecking game that I could claim that amazing victory on. But then overall, well orchestrated. None of my team members were willing to rush him like madmen. Did we take our risks? Absolutely. Did we get rewarded for it? Hell yeah. Now, if you were to check right now, I can overcomplicate by this manually operating the secondary, but that's not required. If I'll get an example, I'll post the video because I've done it like in this game or two. But something that I'll post about is how you can manually log the secondaries over the islands, and that's another level of secondary control that you get. Okay, so that's like rank number 5 for me. Next one, what do I get? I got the so series. So I'll head back to the board. I don't care about these starts till the time I'm learning. Not care about the like ship is immortalized, the ship is immortal quickly. Then I'll head into one. Another friendly suggestion. I'll talk about it after this game. You can drop a lot of non-useful what you call it, flags. People use a lot of flags. I recommend against that because if in case you are using a lot of flags, it causes a lot of problems. When I say problems, I mean to say that we have money problems now. Since the matrix has gone down the way you make money. Tier 10s, they can make 50%. I think 10% is tier 9s, and then tier 5, I think tier 7 and below all are 5%. Correct me if I'm wrong. Now let's get into some exciting stuff.
Battle starts.
Again, I'm not trying to choose to go to A when I can be at C, because that's how this should be. It happens in clan wars that people try and pick specific positions because you know how it will work out on what map, what should be the strategy, who should be where. These things, they are more about coordinating with the immediate team and then focusing on what's happening,
Awaiting instructions.
right?
Attention. Support that
That's how
target.
that's how it works. This is a very bad habit that I have. I press the right key and I just look around and look everywhere. Because for one thing, I admire the beauty of these ships. Okay, so we have 3 on 3 split. That's amazing. That's fair for that. Yeah, let it be like I'm sorry, I was just checking comment section. There are no comments. The only comment is me commenting that I might be late for some work. No, honestly, I'm new to this, and it takes a lot of work for me to manage this. So definitely, this is my first stream, not the last. I'll be streaming every day from now on, just to
Enemy force
give
detected.
more of an insight on how I play this game. Now again, I expect this YOLO Emilio to YOLO, but not maybe right now. After some time, so till the time that's not happening, I'm just waiting. So we have become the common song and I'm gonna help me video. Am I taking risk? Yes,
Order
that's the part
target
of the game.
position.
Teammate, I need your support.
Our guess who's just scared watch it soon
Ship is on
because
fire.
why? You'll gain a lot of courage the minute I'll shoot this in, but I want that to happen.
Torpedoes are starting.
I'm not gonna rush in blind because that's when you end up dying, right? This will hurt. I know this will hurt. Guess who does not care? I do.
Torpedoes astern. Problem solved, sir.
That's definitely a dead zone.
Torpedoes astern. Torpedoes astern.
See,
Enemy destroyer. Torpedoes astern.
will this hurt us?
Torpedoes astern.
Absolutely. Did we do the right thing? Hell yes. That's how you go. Quickly switching on to the next game. And again, you can sit and cry about it that this did not happen, that did not happen. But then it's okay. It was a poor choice made by me. I think I should have dodged those torpedoes better. Since I did not dodge them right. Uh, all right. This is a lot better than what I thought it would be. Now we are in queue and we got our game. Right. All right. Again, we head to B because that's the right move.
Battle starts.
Okay.
Awaiting instructions.
Now we have a either in front of us. Okay. All right. So we continue to follow this area. Yes, to the different ones.
Enemy force detected.
Great balls. Some use. I don't need to rush and down. I just need to. That's another plan. Another thing that we notice here is Manticore can do quite a few things. Like one of these is this. The opportunity of these things logging on top of islands are not higher. And you get those occasional fires at times. That's amazing. Can my primaries do that? No. And when we talk about the occasional fires, we get off of it. Let's put it all. That's not very only a flow situation. Assist to AP, next shells that I'll fire at him would be which
Ship is on fire.
how well for I'll be tired. Yes. They either have a very long lifespan or a very short lifespan. Generally, you prefer the vaporizers with larger spans to be there. You can't have a different thing. that in also, yes. So I'm gonna focus my stuff into this target and then be like that.
Problem solved, sir.
This working. And on the other side, this mantle should be. Something else that I could have tried is I could have just used my secondaries to block shells at it from the island cover, but I don't think so that was necessary. So we did what was the next best possible option.
Ship is on fire.
Okay, Mr. Kuzankar, I'm going to use my option. Cool off that fire. I don't have the HP right now, but then we'll try our best. We need to help our service Solutions because he's in a bit of a pickle. Spotted, I don't care. Who cares with an out like this? Now comes the manual secondaries. And of course, I'm in double fire. Because why would I not be?
Torpedoes dead ahead.
Okay. That appears to be.
Landing on water quickly.
I think I'll survive this one. These are evil attacks. Okay, this is not looking very good for my team. But then that's fine. You win some, you lose some. The point is, are we absolutely enjoying it? Yes. We are. I mean, when was the last time you saw so many secondaries flying?
The enemy team has taken the lead.
I just exit this just to try and check the next game, but before I do that, did we win last one? No, we did not. That drops me to a rank 5. No worries, we'll do again. Alrighty, this is Warrior's Path, and what we have here is again we need to head to our base cap and then move forward to the enemy's base. That's how it works out.
General quarters.
Since the entire team has decided to abandon this, I'm not gonna do much. I'm gonna hide behind one of those rocks because the job is to protect this B cap and win, right? That's how it would work out then.
All stations, protect that target.
What I'm gonna do? Yeah,
Enemy force sighted on the horizon.
because why? The entire team is decided on a specific direction. I will not risk myself by five different ships. I will try and help them in the best possible. But yes, if I see there are like six ships on the other direction, I will try and like it's a huge possibility that Soto was the only ship on the other side. It's a very good ship though. I think since this new patch and this new option to play the rank came up, I've been having a blast.
All stations,
This
report
thing
position of
is
strategic
doing
target.
so good. If you don't know how to cycle between manual secondaries and primary guns, let me know. Option of running these secondaries is amazing. One thing that I see always with the secondary build, at least with this new German line, is the way the primary secondary weapons you can circle between them is amazing. You can just simply go ahead and switch between a lot of firepower or a stronger gun or torpedoes. So I think these are very wholesome ships that you can play. Okay, that's the second thing that is possessing me, and it would be the Z which is spotting me. So then I will try and do the best that I can. I have the hydro one. Let us see what happens. If my team should be doing something good. Hopefully sinking into the blue game is not one of those things. Okay, I see the torpedoes are hit. And we have a lot of ships. The primary push was here. And we'll handle it like bow in. And living.
Ship is on fire.
We will try and retreat because this is the form of weather. We've absolutely lit up the enemy ship. So then that's good. I hope I don't catch a torpedo. But I will catch one. That's fine. Because we all went into one direction as a team, there was no coordination, I would say so. If you go to check, there's only one ship which is there, and all of them they just went there and they just parked it. So exactly not the right way of playing it, but then it's okay. You can't cry about it on this. This is the second. So this should be the third defeat, but then that's fine. I've had some pretty amazing games in Modern. So maybe this is the matchmaker trying to balance it out. Hopefully, keeping my fingers crossed, I think this one should. Start wise, yes. I think the potato meat signal should be a good game, but we only one well for either the enemy has it. Again, the same strategy I'll follow. I would try and see if I would have people with me, we would try and capture that area. If again we fall solo, we would try and stay close by to those islands and try and do our best. Because that's how it works out.
Action stations.
I think after this one, I will try and see if I have a flag or two less.
Awaiting instructions.
Alright, now what we need to do, we need to follow. So this time we have the destroyer at least evil screens. Please unload something. Let me know guys if you like the overall ship designs. I think one thing that wargaming is spot on is with the ship designs. Uh, You have some really beautiful ships in this at least. I find them very good. You know, we have done graphics, so lovely. Now you see how it is. So, 100% there is something with a destroyer in the upper cap. And let our orange do the spotting for us. Looking for good users. I mean, honestly, with the secondary ships, with the amount of things they throw at the enemy the minute they come into the secondary use, the immediate impact of primary and secondary, I think it doesn't matter that much. It's a fun start. You will get the see your thoughts. Because that's what we want to do. We will see if we can move out forward. Because I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Fire on the target.
Barring black, everything is there. The black should be here. 100% sure. And orange is here. Orange. I think in a close quarter combat, Kronstadt has zero chance against this thing. This thing is built for close quarters. You have torpedoes, you have a range of secondary guns, you have primaries. I think Kronstadt can take it down, but then that has to be a range fight. In a fight like this, I don't think so. He will stand a chance. Okay. You just go ahead. You know what I'm coming. You know now what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take a left. and I will get into the cap. See, irrespective whether he comes for me or not, if in case I'm in the cap, that's always a plus. That's more pressure on the enemy. And as I always preach, we have to worry about the overall gameplay and the overall win. Try to create while achieving those wins. Absolutely fantastic. If we just win by holding the cap and moving on to the other direction, that's a win. Because a win is a win. You can always try and win harder, but then sometimes it does not work out the way you plan. I'm not using my high ground because what's the point? And he has decided to run, and that's not the right move. And he will realize that and he's waiting for me to come from that direction and change the game. Somebody is capping me. It would be the black, and I would try and cap RC. I can run for this strong start, but then I would advise against that. I'll have to angle to him.
Main turret critically damaged. Ship is on fire.
At this point in time, we have zero caps. And he has taken up my Ghanaman's. They have the thing.
Target position.
Yeah, I'm not getting those good team results. I'm trying to hold on for results.
The enemy is about to win.
That's what you do.
Ship is on fire.
They just run back. TP.
Torpedoes astern.
You can run landing.
Problem solved, sir. The enemy team is taking the lead.
General species structure. Then I don't have too much of it. Alright, next game. That's my plan, crazy. So story about that, all of us have been playing this game forever. Yes, if I'm not sure if I've told you, I started in year 2015. As soon as the game came, all of us started playing, and here I am sitting in front of him. Always wants those basketball. Should be fun.
Action stations.
Oh, what we are going to do here? We are going to go from the 9 line and try and help our ships. Because let me show you 100%, there will be somebody there. So we will try and do our best to get into the area and help the people. Well, what's happening? Let me just try and check this. Now spotter.
Enemy force detected.
Let's look at the first one. And we have GQ John. We need to destroy because absolute destroy everything. Uh, Am I worried about that common? Yes. Am I too much worried about that common? The answer to the question is no. And go down. Gun control discipline is something which is very important. A lot of people they don't follow this, but we should. You should know when to shoot, when not to shoot. Like at this point in time, if I were to shoot like this, common would immediately transfer to somebody. And we have ourselves a stalemate. Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hang back. That's what I do. I am going to give them some skirt here, and I'm gonna. I hope the vaporizer helps. Okay. Am I going to help? Yes. But my help would be I would just ensure that I am giving her the cover that she needs.
Capture that area.
Little bit of patience, which of course I have.
Intelligence data.
Mm. Here comes the bomb. Please look at the English bomb. Please look at the English. Don't run back. Um, now I know what's going to happen. I'm going to sit here and try and click on form. Absolutely. But I still try and that's what I did. That's one confirm. That's two confirm. And then confirm. What is GT? And right side to band. So we are all by ourselves. Come on, give me some fires. On me, boy. I think we have a red bomb. That's one thing for sure. I might not survive this encounter. Also, that's the best mistake. Come on, die. Die, baby. Okay. Thank you. Now I will run towards the other area. We're trying to focus on him. Because that's what you have to do. I will buy these. He will not have a good time with you while fighting. Plus, if he decides to move forward, I will crush him.
Support the allied target.
I hope it does. Yes. Manually controlling the secondary decision formula. This is what it is. Please don't shut me up. Fine. That was fun. 200 secondary hits, and we sank the bomb in. We held this flank box. So GG to team here. Now I'm as good as dead, but then you all try. We did our part. We were stable. We tried helping our team to the best. Then in the end, we won't have control over it. So that's where we got stuck at. That was something. There's only so much we could do. We tanked about like what? 2 million. We helped them help a cap. We took down a
The enemy is about
common.
to win.
I think I tried hard enough. We'll try it now. Something that you got to realize is you don't have to feel very sad about these uncontrollables. I call it uncontrollable because you don't control the complete outcome of the battle. And the pure reason for that is it depends on the team that you have. So if in case the team decides to all die on you, nothing much you can do about it. So what I do here, I try and control the best aspect of it, which is how I will take this game. I try and do my best, like try and stick to the caps, don't try and be a trouble, try and help the team members to the best, things like that. So I try and do all of that. Here, I'll try and go near the C area and try and create a pressure, maybe in the later half of the game.
Battle starts.
Let me just quickly check on the CPU, which is about 56 degrees of the I'm sorry, GPU load temperature at 106 degrees.
Awaiting instructions.
Somebody can do this. If common comes in, we'll push C because that's what you do. This confirms of a presence of a destroyer in C, which means it will be fun. But then I don't have to be overly ambitious because the minute I go overly ambitious, that's when your ship starts to sink in, right? Here you see a lot of
Enemy force detected.
problem happen. When I say a lot of problem, if you were to just fall sick to whatever is happening and okay, something the secondary is there. I think it should be the well, there are some, we have some secondary rooms. Let's think of fun. Of course, no. Okay, no problem. Look at the amount of secondaries that are being fired. Crazy. Of course, you don't need focusing because I'm squishy. Probably, right? Then, what is the secondary? Sorry. I think he's moving too far off to actually impact it. And take control of the secondary mind and try and fire legacy officer outside for these Los Angeles. Think about the fire. Alrighty, we got owned by the enemy. But for the last one of it, we still ended up on conflict. Now, we're letting the multiple and this is what my build looks like. Nothing out of the ordinary, nothing out of the extraordinary. You have just the one control because the guns are super sluggish. And then this is the last stand skill is something that I take on all was just some looping. Then of course one normal ships are shooting at you. And you have the gun feeder up, then of course the secondary skill. And this is something which reduces the primary and secondary. Gun firing time. I don't have my gun for which is on this. Should I put my gun for which is on it? Mm, yeah. Mm, so gun for which was spec for 100% sure it was spec for my Indian. None. Now we'll try the Lanka musics. Let's see if the solution is something for us. Maybe it's the perfect sound that I was missing in this session. What has happened? Absolutely. The game has been Map is north or below. I'll head toward the B gap because that's the next best thing ever. I'll stick to the 4 lane if possible. I'll cap and I'll keep the enemies pushing. I think Ganga Nuisance's still should definitely. More secondaries needs more damage. And we are saving straight. And just for the specs, I'm running I would say decent build. I run a 3060 12 GB card
Foresighted on the horizon.
along with the latest processors by AMD. No, just kidding. I'm not running the latest build. I'm just running a normal build. I have a 32 GB RAM DDR4. With the way cooler prices are going up, I am no need to build a new all for this. You can have a well price. Hmm.
Enemy detected.
Secondly.
Enemy cruiser sighted.
I'm sure these things are expensive ships too, for the amount of shells that they fire.
Roger.
Or maybe I'm gonna help you with the right. And you will see the minute I'm spotted, everything will show. Because I'm a software tower.
Detected.
Yes. PLC is a bit angled. We would switch to HV quickly. We would continue to you know, assuming as you go ourselves, we'll start getting lessons here. I think I messed up the button. I can't see how much you said that. Thank you. everyone. And now with some pressure on me, I'll be turning because I'll link this to the vaporizer and I will run the cap. Thankfully, I'm out of this range. That was because I moved in. I was only visible till the time
Team has taken the
the
lead.
15 kilometer second range was there. Now I will cap. One thing that we have failed miserably by is everybody else on the other side tapping. I'll try and cap and see what people do. I'm not rushing. You know. I'm not already. I will. Destroy something. That's good. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do it from the back. I'm not gonna defend. We might finally range to find find us with them. I don't see my country. But my pointing is forward because otherwise will die. And yeah, we have the Bihar and that's the place. So and but keep our safe distance. And we are start people, some people from and the few. And we are firing over the distance. What are we? We have everything looking at us now. We can far less. Point is to survive. We can't flank us that easy because we have the torpedoes. And our price should be doing something. See, one of the problems with rant is people don't realize they can't really be a spectator. Like right now, if I were to put it across, half of our team which died, they were spectators, not players. That's a challenge. We will get the but then what cost at the cost of our ship. We did what we did. Held the corner, held two caps. Now it's all on to Taj Johan, which is like totally into a different zone. And Valparaiso, he can take some shots, but then not this one. And finally, what happens? He is getting hammered. However, very close. So yeah, there's no way in this world we are winning this. So quickly switch on to the next battle. Keeping the same setup. We'll just move forward. And we lost this one. I was telling you guys, I have a dual monitor setup because without that the streams don't work. And then at the same point in time, I try and use my main monitor, which is a 27-inch with movies. Nothing over the top, but then I love this. Okay. This map is heaven, and you will have to be careful because the chances of this is going to be a secondary build. Yes, it is a secondary build, and most of the ships that you see right now playing ranks are secondary builds. So, I mean, I think Wargaming has done this right. People are ditching radars for secondaries because what you can see behind the island is not equal to more data. People prefer more data over everything. So do I. Okay. You know what's happening. And moving in the right direction. So I'm talking to one of the subscribers about one of the shots that I posted. So here I was low health and my mantis for about 2000 hits, but I had my heat remaining, and she tried to gunfight at about 6 kilometers. So that's how that would happen. Okay, and we are moving back. Did I enter the camp? I'm not touching.
Enemy force sighted on the horizon.
What do we have here?
Ship is on fire. Enemy cruiser detected.
Of course, I think it was in that just 1.6 meters long. That's why we do. That's how this whole game works. Decent 3,000 damage. That's how. So I'm gonna. You know what I'm gonna wait for? Is one spot and since we have a Japanese ship, you know there will be a lot of power players. I'm gonna focus eating a lot of power players is not good ships like. But yeah, like
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
lots of things. Like, you have to open the I don't want to talk about people. So, now the technical. the disappointment is there. But I'm still happy that we are alive and kicking. I'm not risking it for the people possibilities, but I am going to be firing. What it is, I can do it. Now what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to bring more guns into us. That was zero down. It's barring this everyone looking our spots. It's good.
Attention, support that target. Ship is on
We can
fire.
damage him. Do not retreat. Never. I don't know, for some reason, his guns they hit like a string. Yeah, the string. We tried our best.
Ship is on fire.
Not the most recommended thing to do, but then thankfully we have more number of caps. Uh, if he's set on fire by anything, we'll be able to spot it. Of course, we see that. Yeah, we go into saying Subuya and then select and three. Boy, I'm moving. Because I'm not sure. You just go ahead and just under
Ship is on fire.
I under we will think that it will step into this move. Okay, that was mixed up.
Problem solved, sir.
I'm not sure what's up with me. Please go back, please go back, please go back. So we could be by again. It's just not a fun session. So if we could continue, then what? Let's have some fun in this. This is what I do. If I think that I'm losing too much, this not working out for me the way I would want it to. I just switch to listen. I mean, under no circumstances, it is easy nowadays. But then this is better than just dying. And after this, we'll do one more, and then we'll wrap up. Okay. From India, so it's like almost 980 and of course some dinner from this already. Today in the morning time, I had some amazing games, like really good ones. So just to give you a brief, so in one of the games, I had like what
Fair seas.
ended up, I think it was the map model. I charged in, there was a prawn star and a Musashi. I killed the Musashi and the prawn star both with the help of one destroyer. Another game, I was rammed by a battlefield John Bart, which was about 35,000 health. I had about 655,000 health. And we survived that, and then we killed the Aberdeen singles fight. So those were some games that I would do. So the entire living team is heading in one direction. Guess what's that was there. And now you see the bots are getting smart. This is not a blind rush. If you were to see, the destroyers are laying down a smoke screen and all of them are falling. So gone are the days of blind rush. This will send secondary units. I will see what we don't get to judge me. They will see this part. Thank you. We went back. There are options.
Ship is on fire.
We will have some time disturbance. We will put some this. Hopefully there's some things for this is the big picture. This first one, I think manual secondary is that fun.
Torpedoes dead ahead. Ship is on fire.
Not the malice. That's how you get killed. But if you were to check, bots have it really clear in their head. They want all the caps first. That's much smarter than a lot of player base that we play. Got to give them that. The armor is strong. Actually. Hopefully, I hit some. It's the rubric which is continuously keeping them net and some more pressure. As well. Okay, the mountains are too steep for me. Yes, tomorrow, I think I have much better hang of this thing, and we'll try and run this film tomorrow at 7 sharp. I'll try and do a little better in terms of how the technology aspect of it works, but then we'll ensure that we are running this team. Example, also reaching the tools.
Our team is taking the lead.
Thanks to the kind of investment. Even like me.
Torpedoes. Destroyed an enemy battleship.
For the first points. This thing's too simple. But then again, if you were to check, bots did not play like bots. They went in and they captured, and they did not come out one at a time. And I think the PvE aspect of this is really nice. I think Wargaming would have seen a better option here because a lot of people don't play this for the competitive setup. They just play to have fun. I don't even recall when it was the last time I played competitive, but I think I'll start. And it doesn't work. Get me just keep saying it. Now we'll try one last game in a Manticore, and Let me think. So we are in the silver league rank 6.
Action stations.
You know what I'm gonna go. In best Aaron.
Awaiting instructions.
Okay.
Capture that area.
I need intelligence data.
Stone the crows.
Enemy force sighted on the horizon.
All stations, proceed to capture that area. Much obliged.
So our Los Angeles decided this is a problem. I don't see why we have to. Of course. No wonder why I'm second to five. Of course, it's 12.
Concentrate fire on the designated
I am not the one. As long as we are. This is fun. This is really fun. Not a bad idea. It's really fun for the mind of my works. I know you want to talk to me, so I will already know that. Not bad. This was fun. About 366 seconds. We got the loop up. Everything. This was fun. Let's see the outcome. Nice. Now we need one cap. I don't think so. It's fine.
Capture that area.
If we cap, I think we will do this. But if we don't cap, we will.
Roger.
And if we go ahead and get into it, probably don't think that's good. No. If they stick to that area, I think we will. If they try and rush in, we are using this video. Overall, interesting game. About 366 secondary hits. That accounts for something. Plus, of course, you have a lot of plus and minus that happens when you play a game like World of Warships. And honestly, here a lot of it depends on your team as well. So it's just not a individual preference game wherein you just go ahead and do a lot of one-on-one clutch actions and will win here. I think if the entire team loses and there are four ships which jump onto you, there's nothing to do. They will win this. That's how this game has been designed, and I think I like that. Because in reality, 1v4, 1v3, it's an easy when you look it on the screen, but then it happens very rare.
That's how it's done.
Also, just going to this page. You need to participate in the position. Then what is trying to pull, he'll be dead in one shot. If Los Angeles pulls it. Yes. He has been spotted. I think our Los Angeles like is in here. The Mentiful is just capping. He's capping his currency. We look at the battle on this side. Now the Mentiful has engaged Los Angeles has engaged Mentiful. Our Los Angeles is engaging the Georgia, which will fire. So overall, looking at the triangle and look at the beautiful secondary triangle that is will in he's bad. He's so bad. He's so bad.
Stow the crows.
Let's see that I will get.
Nice work.
But I think, irrespective of the wins or the losses, this is fun. I mean, let me know when was the last time you had a casual game wherein you end up doing 400-second nuggets. I enjoyed it. That's my kind of. You love some, you hate some, but then nowadays this game is changing and it is changing.
Our victory is in sight.
Yes, I will freeze in sight and we should win this. Oh, we just secured the win, absolutely. Plus one. I will give him I will give him a comment. This is one ship that. All right, team. It was nice talking to you. Whichever tuned in. I'm really thankful. This is the first time I've ever done something like this. I've not done this before. I'm learning a lot of new things. I'll learn a lot of things. If there is something that I'm missing on, let me know. Or if you want me to do something else, let me know. Here, I have been enjoying this game since 2015, and do I have this on this one? No. In some of my ships, I have that close beta flag that people who played the close beta got it. I think they should have it on this thing. No, I don't have it. I should have it on some ship. Thank you very much. It was nice talking to all of you. I will be streaming tomorrow at the same time, and I'll be more than happy to show you some games. And please do check out. I do post a lot of shorts and a lot of long form videos, which are my gameplays. And if in case you want to share any, you can ping me in game, and I'll give you my email address. Thank you so very much. It was nice talking to all of you. You have a great day ahead. I hope you have a banger of a day. Thank you for tuning in and have a good one. Bye bye.